want.
Maybe we could go to guys' prison.
Us and the boys.
That was great.
Guys
I
trip.
honestly would walk out of the room if I were you. I'd be like, I'm done.
Are you ready for
Maybe we could go Friday.
You're going to Cabo Friday?
No, we were just wanting to copy you guys.
Yeah, we don't do spontaneous.
Well, here's the thing, girls. We're going on a guys' trip.
Yeah, we are.
This is a big
All
time,
of us.
guys.
us four going to
Actually,
together?
really, if it was not, if let's say, I don't know, if I had like a husband who was a billionaire or something, it would be very funny if all of a sudden you guys just popped up in Amsterdam. It was just like, hi, we're at the guys' trip. That would be
hilarious.
That would be
viral views city.
I know we were starting. I
Us with our
can't even.
bags. If you guys weren't going to Amsterdam, I would so do that in a heartbeat.
If it was like a more reasonable place, it would be
Yeah,
very funny.
like Miami,
Yeah, if it was just
Cabo.
like, you
Well,
know,
it's like it's not the same flight. Never mind. I don't know. I think once anything's over 4 hours, it's the same distance.
I agree, but then once
price-wise.
it's international and passports and all that,
Price-wise.
yeah, price. There's a lot of things that do change, but
One might be a billionaire, but the other is not.
It's like we can
got
both
you.
go.
okay. So this was very funny because the amount of people that were like, we need this crossover again. But first, let's start. You sent out a tweet this morning saying, like, I don't know if it was good or bad, but I love days like yesterday. Now, that's something I've had that thought in my head a million times before. Were you saying that, like, yesterday sucked? Yesterday, did you enjoy yesterday? Were you, like, offended by yesterday? Did you liked the drama? What did you mean when you said that?
I loved it.
You
I
like
sat.
it, yeah.
I
feel
sat,
like you embrace the drama.
Yes, it's like
Like this-
confirms this is what we want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yesterday to me, it's not like a moral battle.
Right,
It's
right,
like
right,
we're
right.
talking about a guy's trip and some girls,
Right.
and people are so. I loved it. I loved everyone chiming in. I loved the disagreeing. I loved that we were wrong, and I thought it was a blast.
It is.
Just idiots.
Again,
But
the Mean
it's
Girls
the-
demonstrating the like uncanny ability to just be like, yeah, we were wrong. It's crazy. It's crazy.
But it is like it's one of those things too where like the people who are telling you you're wrong are so ridiculous that it makes me want to be like, all right, fuck
you don't
off,
want.
you're
Yes,
right.
I'm coming around where I'm defending them. Like, all right,
It is
dude,
like,
it's just
dude,
a
just
trip.
so
Let's
over
be
the top.
adults about this. We can all hang out. It's not a middle school dance. No, well, and then the other thing was.
It is also it's crazy how quickly we kill things too. Like I was walking to work today and I was checking Twitter and like me and Cons had a tweet reply. And someone said something in the comments where it's like, you seem like the kind of guy who would like take a girl on a girl trip. It's like, all right, we already beat this to death. It's been like, how do we?
I know.
How did we kill this in 18 hours? How is that possible?
There's so many people. Like, it used to be back in the day, you could kind of, these things became long-running jokes, you know? Now it, like, gets, it used to be, like, a steadily funny joke, and then now it goes, and you get, like, higher and more tweets and more exposure than you ever do, but then it's, like, dead right away.
And that's not just a Barstool thing, that's just the internet.
The internet. And where we are at social media and shit. But it is a little bit of a Barstool thing where now there's so many fans, so many people get into it. Now, kudos to you guys for putting out the clip in the right way. When you hear the whole story, I didn't hear the whole story till last night.
I saw your tweet this morning.
You see?
That's
Yeah.
what I learned.
Sounds
Yeah.
about
I
right?
mean, it's your husband's birthday party. Like,
At his house.
you would be expected to be there. So wait, all right. So just to recap, his 30th birthday party is a trip, like a couple's trip, basically. Originally was the idea.
Yes.
All the boyfriends, all the girlfriends, the husbands, wives, whatever, for his 30th birthday. All the girls can't go. You're left. But it's your husband's birthday, so it's like I would expect people would expect you to be there.
I still see. I don't
But
think that
so
changes
then-
at that.
so that's where
if there
I-
was one other couple on it, if it was like I don't think I've ever had like a girlfriend while I had a rather monumental birthday.
Yeah.
So I only ever had like a guy's trip for a birthday.
Sure.
Both all my birthdays are just like, fucking dinner, whatever. But I think if it was like even for my birthday, and my girlfriend was like, I want to come. Or
But
wife
that's-
is, I guess, a little different.
It's-
I actually feel like wife is different in the sense that like you're even less invited.
Yeah, because it's like we're already fucking married. I'll be around till I'm fucking 101. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever.
I actually think wife sounds worse too. Girlfriend to me has a little more spice to it, and she
Yeah.
might be a
It's
little
like we
more
got about
fun.
6 months till this is over. Might as well have the fun.
I agree. The wife is like,
I brought my
yawn.
wife.
Graham invited you, and that's a very important part.
But
And you were in the room with me when I'm like, I'm not going.
you literally
when-
told me that. You're like, I'm not going.
Okay, yeah. So okay, these are the like the logistics, and then we'll talk about just a straight up guys trip because your situation is different than a guys trip. He plans this trip.
Yes.
Where'd you guys? Where was it?
Aspen.
So he's like, I want to go to Aspen for my 30th birthday,
Yes.
and he's like, I want to go with you and the whole gang.
My guys group
girls.
text. Let's invite the girls. We'll invite the guys.
Okay, and it was his idea, and then all the girls say. Now, did all the girls say no because they were like, we're not supposed to go to this?
No, so one
And
girl.
you were the one girl who didn't get the memo? Or it was like, I gotta work, I'm sick, I got a baby, like whatever?
No, so one of them texted me last night and she was like, oh my God, I backed out last minute. Thank you for leaving that out.
Yeah.
Like, she was going to go up until 2 weeks before, but Aspen's hard to get to. So you need Thursday and Friday off work and Monday. None of them could do that. So
Got
all
it.
these girls are like,
Okay.
no.
All
One
right.
of them said yes, and then she ended up backing out.
See, her thanking you is crazy. You should be motherfucking her.
Exactly.
Like,
You fucked me, bitch.
If you didn't back out, it's a different trip.
And then it's just two girls.
Right.
There's two, and it's
And
like
now
not
you at
even
least
a
got
thing.
someone in the foxhole, everyone calls you an asshole.
I told
now,
Jordan.
is there any chance that he picked Aspen for this reason?
No,
Like,
he's
let's pick somewhere where the girls can't go.
no, he's had a house there forever. They've all grown up
Oh,
going
okay.
there.
Got it.
And
Got
so
it.
that's
place in the world.
Yeah, it's
Right.
his favorite place. It's his happy place. He's like full blown hosting the trip, which I think.
So then,
why
yeah,
do I
it's like
think that
you're-
helps? I just think that helps.
No, I do. I
really
think
does.
it's like you guys want to come to like it's almost like our house in a way.
And
Like I don't know. To me that it exonerates you a little bit. I think what it comes down to is then you said to him, right? I'm not going to come.
Fully, it was not gonna go.
No, I remember.
But then, okay, here's the key. Here is the linchpin to me. How did Graham react to that? What did he say?
And and I just need the people to believe me when I say this. He,
Adamantly?
yes, and maybe
like,
I'm crazy.
I want you there, baby. I need you. Like,
Not I
like,
need you, but
not
like-
I. Because there's definitely been times where you're in a relationship and you're like, no, I want you there, or like, no, I do want to go to see your parents, or whatever. And it's like, I don't want to do this, but I have to do this.
This is not the babe. This is like the Alex. Goddammit, will you come on the trip? Like,
Yeah.
come
Okay,
on the
that
trip.
sounds
You're-
genuine.
Yeah. Also, Graham
it-
would literally just tell you to not come.
He would literally be like, "Don't
Yeah.
fucking come."
Right.
He tells
so,
things to her face straight all the time. Like,
And he's
he
like,
like bullshit.
Yeah, and he's
All
like,
right.
I stay
So-
up with the guys later. Like, I'm the more fun one, objectively speaking. And I do stay up. Like, I'll drink with them. Like, that is kind
Yeah.
of more.
That's what we were saying too. We're like, I have friends who are like my childhood friends, my best friends, who I like their wives better now. Like they're more of like look, we've been friends for 25 years. Your wife's cooler than you.
Yeah,
and like
that's just a fact,
Like I
man.
go on, we have like I was telling Kevin like, but because we were doing the like how it's not a guys trip. It's not like girls can't come, guys only. It's just like when I go on a college trip, I don't invite my high school friends because
yeah, it's not even a guy-girl
dynamic.
thing. It's just like there are certain groups where only certain people should be.
But when I go on like I have like a not really couples, but like it's like a high school friends trip, and nowadays all my fucking friends are like lame. So we go on this trip, and we go every year, every December, and like they all fucking like all the husbands fucking work or they're fucking sober. So me and the ladies just start fucking tipping back wine, playing with the kids.
Exactly.
Yeah, listen, Feidelberg on a girls trip. It's just,
would love
guess what?
that.
That's just called a girls trip.
I'm like, you guys gotta go work. I have a fake job. You're sober. I'm not.
Yeah.
Let's fucking
Come on, ladies.
Ladies, what are you up to today?
Mimosas.
That's the vibe. If it's a full blown guys trip, we're
Well, okay,
not
so
allowed.
that's the
You don't wanna
second.
go,
That's
yeah.
so that's the other side of things. You are in full agreement on that. You wouldn't go.
We don't want to
Never.
go.
We don't-
No. Because if we had a girls trip with all girls, I wouldn't want anyone.
See,
significant
here's the
other to
thing.
come.
I think there's a decent chunk of chicks who would want to go,
Well, of course there are because they don't trust their significant other.
or they just don't like their
Or they hate
husbands
them.
or boyfriends having fun.
Well,
Like that's
yeah.
it's just like you're not allowed to have fun without
Without
your
me,
girlfriend or your
yeah.
wife. That is just a disease that plagues, I would say, like 50% of relationships,
Yeah.
like you said.
I think
so.
trust is a big
It's
thing,
like you're
though.
just not allowed to do anything if I am not there, or if I didn't okay it, or if there's
Mm-hmm.
other people around that I don't like. It's the worst part about bad relationships, where it's just like, why can't you just say like, oh, I'm happy for you,
Yeah.
or oh, that's cool, or it's always like, how does your good news or your fun trip affect me negatively, and then that's gonna hang over you. I'm gonna like blame you for 2 weeks leading up to this. I'm gonna blame you for like 2 months after this, and that's what I mean. A lot of guys will just be like, I'm not going.
Well, that was
because
my
it's
point.
like this is gonna be. There were definitely times where I passed on things where I was like, this is gonna be too much of a headache. I love you guys, but it's not worth like the next 6 weeks fucking sucking for me, you know? So that
Oh, yeah, no.
That was such I wasn't gonna say anything, but Jordan's like,
That's why I'm single still.
right. So, but I think there's a lot of relationships like that, and they're not like the good ones, but I think there's more than people realize where there's just like, this is gonna be a thing. And I do think that there's probably a higher percentage of girls who would want to go on a guy's trip than guys who would ever want to go on a girl's trip.
Guys are like, see ya. Have fun.
Absolutely.
Don't
Out the door.
care.
I think you've made a TikTok
watch
about it. I don't know if it was
sports
yours
and
or somebody where it's like, yeah, we're like kicking you out the door, where the other way around, it's like, so where are you gonna be? How are you gonna how are you getting there? Who's gonna be?
See, I and it's just, I guess it's like some Men Are From Mars, Women From Venus shit. But like, I guess if we're thinking about it in women get to be are usually considered cats and men are dogs.
Totally. There are no
I
such
think
thing
it's
as
the
female
exact
dogs
opposite.
and
like
male
when,
cats.
Dogs are excited when someone comes home. I'm like, fuck. Someone's home. Right now. Like,
you're a cat.
I just want to be
you
alone
got cat
in
energy.
silence right now.
Yeah, let me like sleep
I
on top
can
of the
be
couch.
a dog.
Yeah.
But most
You
of the time,
actually are very like you're a
totally versatile.
dual. Yeah. You got like the golden retriever.
yeah,
Then
definitely.
it's also like, leave me alone. I'm gonna like sit in my litter box.
I remember that even with just roommates, where it was like, and so I will speak more to roommates than significant others, but like, where like when you just like you slide the key in the door, and you take that breath, and you're like, oh, I hope they're not sitting on the couch.
Real healthy stuff here. you know?
yeah, fully.
But yeah, whether it's a girlfriend, boyfriend, or a roommate, it's like, it's you need. I think also for guys, generally speaking, when you get in a long-term relationship, I think more often than not, girls want that. They're looking for that. They want a boyfriend. They want to settle down. They want to have a husband and the house and the babies and all that shit. And guys are kind of like, this is what I have to do, I guess, because I love this chick. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of their regular everyday life and their likes and their interests kind of change, And so then when you get a chance to go on those trips and do those things again, all speaking generally and talking about probably the more unhealthy relationships, but unfortunately there's a lot of those. Guys are like, you're with me all the time, all as it is. We wake up together, we go to sleep together, we commute together, we hang out, all that shit. So then when I have a chance to go away, I don't want to bring you to that too.
Right.
So like, let me breathe,
No, I think traditionally, like if there's a guy's trip, I never hang it over his head. I'm like, go.
Yeah.
What I don't know will not kill me.
It's funny that you're getting painted as the opposite of this, because it does sound like you are one of the more chill
I'm
people about
actually
this.
like swing for the fences.
Yeah.
Don't.
Well,
let
maybe
me
that video
know.
you put out saying, "Why aren't I allowed on the guy trip?"
Yeah.
maybe that convinced people of otherwise, but I don't know.
And I did just I did try to like lay down and kind of just take that because I did.
That was the clip again. It was like a little out of context.
I was gonna look worse if I was like, I'm not that girl. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, what do I do here? And it's like we're just like we're wrong. Sorry.
Yeah.
But I will say, a guy's going on a guy. You gotta let him go. You have to let them have that.
Yeah.
You gotta let it, and don't
I'm telling
ask
you,
questions.
those things, like, you don't let those happen. You think it's a win, and it's gonna blow up later because it's like you didn't let me go on the guy's trip, or you. I think a lot of times it's like you guilt me out of it. It's like you didn't. Okay, yeah, you can come back and be like, I never said you couldn't go, but it's like, but you laid down a lot of hints and a lot of shit like that. I think it's so much better for the long run when. You ever get in trouble when you're a kid and your parents were like cool about it instead of punishing you for some reason, and you're like, whoa.
Less
Like,
likely
that
to
was
do it
cool.
again.
And then I was like, I'm kind of like, all right, I'm not going to fuck you guys over again because like you did the right thing here. I think there's more, you have just better for your relationship where it's like, it's like one of those things like you hold your breath. You're like, I'm going to go to Vegas for 4 days next week. And then they're like, okay, have fun, honey. And you're like,
Wait, that sounds
whoa!
horrible.
Yeah.
Did not see that coming, And whether it's like truly real or maybe you're putting on a front a little bit because you think it's the right thing, whatever the reason is, I think that's so much better in the long run for relationships where it's like, you're still an adult who should be able to do.
But that goes back
certain
to like
things.
toxic
You're a single adult,
relationships.
yeah.
And like they don't trust each other.
Yeah.
Or you have a really shitty
But I
girlfriend.
like you can throw out like the toxic ones, yes. Like don't even bother talking about those because those are just fucked up. I think that it leaks into like even you can have like a healthy relationship by like the majority of standards, and I still think things like this will be sticking points where it's like the one thing that it'll be a fight, or it'll be tense, or it'll get awkward, because I still think even the regular ones are like, I don't want this happening.
Wait, want what happening? Them going on the guys trip?
Yeah.
There's not a bone, and I know this is going to sound totally contradictory. I could not care less.
I think that you're probably in the minority.
You have your own life and your own like things going on with like your life isn't Graham.
Right.
You have
It's
your own
very separate.
friends, your own values.
I
your own
do kind of feel like a
hobbies.
lot of times, like I said, girls want a boyfriend and then a husband, and that becomes
their whole life.
And then their mom, like especially with you go into motherhood, and that consumes you, and it's like, don't you remember that you were like, you like to do this and that and do these things, you know? And I also understand a lot of that's like pressure, and you have to do it because sometimes guys don't do it, all that shit. But it is like, I think guys are a little more like, I still love all that other shit and want to continue doing it. And you guys are still doing your own shit. You know what I mean?
I think you have a point there too, though. You would love doing the mundane stuff more if you did get the like. My mom used to always say about my dad, he just needs to twist off, like,
and then he'll be back.
and he's back, and
Yes.
and he's like more focused than ever. And it's like,
I think that's a great way to
It's healthy
do
for the
relationships.
you gotta just like go let it. And
Like,
then
just
come
let him
back.
go kill a hooker every now and then, and you
Yeah.
come back like super.
If I can make a recommendation, it's just be a piece of shit the whole time, and then no one they like.
What did I
it's
say
like
yesterday?
It's like, yeah, I'm going away for a week. It's like, yeah, I expected that.
We knew that. Yeah, perfect. I'm telling you, sometimes I have John in my life. I have another friend in my life who didn't propose for I think 11 years, and we were always kind of like giving him shit. And I know I was, and then like my marriage comes and goes, and other people get divorced or broken up, and he was like still just like in a happy dating relationship, and it was kind of like, told you so, like I'm doing it my way and the right way, and now they're engaged. And I was like, maybe you don't have to like cave in and give the ring. And then John too, I'm always like, he just stays himself and doesn't
I'll
change.
die alone at 50. But it's you take the good with the bad.
Or you find like the perfect girl for you because she fits all the things that you were like, I am not even gonna put on a front. You got to put on like a little.
Yeah,
bit of
she'll
front
be on
on
her third husband by that time, probably.
great.
I guess I can deal with this.
Well, yesterday I was gonna say,
I don't really care.
He just fucking like doesn't come home and goes on vacation randomly.
Well, I got
That's
friends
really
like
the
that,
best
too.
case scenario.
I have friends who go on golf trips like every weekend, and I'm like, you're just. It sounds like I'm a child, but I'm like, you're allowed to do that. And she doesn't say anything about that, and whatever. I don't know
like
how
she has a life.
their relationship dynamic works, but I was always like, I would never have been able to do that.
I think,
and I recognize I'm
think-
coming from a bad. I'm a little bit jaded or bitter about it, but I did say yesterday, I was like, I think a lot of guys give up like everything about their identity or their personality or whatever, and so they don't want to give this up. And John was like, I don't do any of that. I don't give up anything.
Like,
But he's like, why? We're talking about giving up like parts of yourself. What? Why is that even?
I want to be
thing?
clear. I'm begging somebody to ask me to change just a little.
Hold on.
Like I'm fucking begging someone to be like, dude,
Please save me.
dude, fucking fix it.
Please.
Well, it's the old saying when the old adage of like, she's gonna make an honest man out of you. And I don't really know what that means. And I don't know. I think it could go a million different ways. I think there's some good of that, though. It's like, we are children, and if we were left to be that way forever, we had Glenny Balls on
Well,
last
actually,
week,
also,
and we
to be fair,
said
Jackie tried.
to do
Jackie
what?
tried to fix us.
Yeah, she came in and she said every time we make a joke about killing ourselves, you have to put $1 in the jar. And in 6 weeks, she was like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Jackie has said on multiple times, she's like, there's just no hope for you.
She was like,
And
I'm
it's
gonna
like-
like hype you guys up and have morale, and then she was like, nah, you guys are done.
There's a
Really quick.
I believe
really quickly.
There's a graveyard of women with the same thoughts as
Yeah.
Jackie. Where it's like, I am gonna
Yeah.
fix this. It's
But
like,
you know what
never
you
mind.
need?
I'm gonna fucking quit. We're getting a nose job and get the fuck out of here.
You need someone who's like doesn't give a fuck more than you, and you'd be like, whoa.
There is a girl version of you guys somewhere out there.
She was
I
in
have
that
no
bar.
desire to meet her.
She was no. He
I
did.
remember that
He met her in the
girl.
bar and he let her go. I don't know
Oh,
what
you're on the
Macy. I don't know what was her
tattoos,
name.
right?
Short hair.
You don't even remember
the
the
one
love
in
of your
the
life. You don't even remember.
The one in the East Village?
Like,
Yeah.
What was her
burned
name?
in
It was something
my
like
With a
Trixie
V?
or Roxy or
No, I was
something.
gonna say Veronica.
Veronica. It was
V.
something like hot.
I
though.
remember
sure.
that story. I'm like,
Yeah.
wow,
Oh, I didn't know you guys do that
great.
story.
You told us,
That's
and
the
we
one.
felt that. We were like, I like her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you know what would
Ari
happen?
was supposed to find her.
He would fucking he would end up dating her and then
Bro,
they'd
we
move in
would-
together and he would
That's a
find
fucking
kind of
murder suicide. I know it. Dude.
Yeah, that's-
And I don't know who's who, but someone.
They both end up in the same spot.
Yeah.
But I don't know who's gonna do what.
Nah, that chick was cool, but like we're both. It's better that we're not in each other's lives.
at least you know that.
Some of us are just meant to be single for longer than others.
Don't you think there's some element like I mean, everything in life is you get more excited when it's a rarity, right?
Yeah.
And then so I think I mentioned this yesterday too. It's like when you first start dating and it's like, oh, tonight is like the night that she's free and you know, I'm like excited for it. And so inevitably when you start to like progress and move in and get married and see them all the time, it is going to naturally lose the specialness of it, you know. And what you gain in that is like comfortability and safety, and you see, you know, you have them all in all the good times and the bad, but you're gonna lose that like, oh my god, I'm like walking into the restaurant and there she is, or I come home and she's gonna meet me there, whatever. It's just like, yeah, you're there
Can
all
I
the
say
time
something?
Yeah.
Sometimes
Sure can.
I'm really sad about being single, and then I talk to you guys, and I'm like, I'm gonna be single forever, and I'm fine with it. Like,
Why are you sad?
now. I'm also never the best
I walk
person to
in
talk
this
about
room
it.
and I'm like, wow,
You
I
want to
feel
be single
great about
forever?
being
Come
single.
talk to me.
This
I'll
is-
push you in that direction real quick, girl.
This is my apartment. We're in my apartment. Honestly,
Where
there
I
are
live.
less mattresses on the ground in here than there are in my apartment.
you two remind me that it's great being single.
There's definitely great parts of it for sure.
See, but
that
you
I
do
think
like,
get-
like you want to be in a relationship. Like we're
No,
like,
not-
you don't.
not right now, no.
Oh, okay.
But don't I feel like you're when you look at like the rest of your friend group,
We're all single.
are you
Alex is my like only.
are
married friend.
you are they all happy to be single?
No, I think they're looking. They would like to be in a relationship.
I think more often than not, like the like after like post like 25 years old, let's say, girl, like you'll go out, you'll have fun, you sleep around, do whatever, travel, but you are like, where's the one? I want to find it. You
Where
know?
does it get? What sex is it sadder with? Pick an age. What's an age? 50?
For what, to be
Oh.
single?
After 50, after
I
40,
feel
after
like
50,
30.
single. 30? All right.
See,
relax.
that's the thing. For girls, bro, the fact that you think that girls are gonna make it to 50 and be like, I guess now I'll be upset about being single, bro. That's starting at like 25 and a day.
I think that's traditionally, but like I mean, where everything's getting pushed back.
everything gets pushed back,
like,
but I don't think the like.
or stereotypically.
maybe
whatever the
35.
word.
I think
35?
that
That's
the
where I would feel like really hopeless.
35.
Yeah.
All right, so I got like 6 months on the
But that's
clock.
what I mean. But guys, you know, 35
Kind of,
is,
yeah.
is not even. And I can only speak for myself, but I also was never like going out at night or getting ready for the night being like, I need to find the one.
No.
I never even thought about, I wasn't even trying to find a girlfriend.
I'm like, if a girl talks to me, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. I was happy to like try to get somebody's number and like maybe
Every night I go out,
one
I'm just
day.
like, fucking guys trip, baby.
No girls! Get out of here.
I got that tattoo, the fucking no girls allowed from Little Rascals.
I love that. I love
Man,
that.
woman, hater club.
What was I gonna say?
But the like, so for girls, you know, you can be a 50-year-old bachelor. I think that's like, you probably had some lonely nights
I don't
throughout
mean
those
the
years.
idea
but
of
like,
it. I mean literally what the person is doing. Like stereotypically, the guy,
Yeah.
probably a drunk who,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and,
yeah,
like,
that's so true though. It's like, what do you do?
and by the way, if it's not even it's sadder if he's not a sad drunk.
It's the drunk
If he's a
person.
sad drunk where he's like, I come home from work and I just start drinking, I wake, go to sleep, and go back to work. Like, all right.
There's some, like, honor
if
in
the
that,
guy's
whatever.
like, bro, I'm out every night with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
chicks.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, you're
like,
lame.
dude, you're old.
You're
Yeah.
a loser.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
what's
what's tough.
worse.
And then you got the cat lady on the other side of that.
Right,
Like, there's the
right, right.
stereotypes.
I mean,
Yeah.
and guys, you know, there's no biological clock. Guys, you know, you think at least you're progressing in your careers. You have money. You can travel, do whatever you want. You know. So I think there are plenty of guys who are like happy, or maybe not they're happy, but they're like, I can do this single thing. And I feel like girls are not the same. There's going to be a lot less of those who are like, I'm happy being a career woman and traveling. And again, I have to just keep saying huge caveat, you know, stereotypically speaking. I know there's a ton of people out there who are okay with it, but I think there's a lot more who are like looking. and that I think is also part of, when you get it, it's like, okay, now I want to live together. I want to go on your trip, and I want to be around. And it's like sometimes it's cute. Sometimes it can be toxic. I think sometimes it can be cute, and like I just want to be around you and hang out with you. But it's like you have to draw some of those lines. I feel like
you said earlier, like I'm gonna make an honest man out of you, and you're like, I don't even know what that means. And so I was thinking about that, and I was like, I think I'm more of the little shit in our relationship. Like
he's making an honest woman out of you.
Are.
Way more of like the problem.
Yeah.
But
I like how you said that like it was a surprise to us.
Yeah, we know, girl.
Yeah, we got it.
We know.
Might be a surprise to the listener, but I think I'm more the pain in the ass.
I feel like they need like 10%. You guys, like guys need 10% of like, let's do a couple, like please just put the laundry up, or like don't shit in your pants in front of me. Like just barely 10%. But then the rest of it is
I'm
like,
not giving up myself.
see, the rest of it I think you gotta let guys be
It's my
guys.
hobby. You're talking about my hobbies.
I know. It's like we can't put you in a box or you freak out.
Yeah, I mean, but again, also, you're asking a tiger to change his stripes. You're asking,
That's what
John to not shit his pants,
Yeah,
man.
I mean, come on,
like,
man.
like there also is such a difference of like, I'm going to, maybe like help you get that job, or like you need to really lose some weight or something crazy like that, where it's like, we're gonna get you out of bed before like noon and all this shit, right? Versus there are people who are like, they date one guy and they start dating one guy and they transform him into the one they want him to date.
Yeah, that's not
we're gonna change your clothes, we're gonna change your hair, we're gonna change, where you go, and sometimes guys are so like enamored or whipped or whatever, they're like, okay, yeah, but that's when they lose their friends and they're like,
Well, I'll
what
say
the
this
fuck
too.
is this?
Most of those guys need to dress better. If you're a guy who
Totally.
dresses good, she's gonna start dressing like
Dude,
you.
I used to even just. It's a good point.
That's not a bad
point.
point.
Dude, I'm in most of my relationships. It has come the other
way. Good for
Where it's
you.
been like,
You would
can I-
motivate me. I would be like, oh, I gotta step it up.
Yeah.
If
No
you think
Jeff
a
Gordon
dresser,
shirts in this house.
I would love for a guy to try to like make me a better person. Yeah, I'd bring it. Let's go.
okay,
I'd be like,
perfect.
oh, sneakers again tonight, huh? Okay. Great.
Interesting.
What are you doing? You doing the dunks? Yeah.
Doing them again? No, I would throw on some heels. I'd be like,
Yeah,
well, he looks
I would
nice.
love a guy to make me want to dress better, and
Yes.
to make me want to be better.
Yeah, well, that's when they say, like, you want to, like, challenge the person or whatever. Sometimes I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? I want to just, like,
Right.
be happy and, like, be around someone while I'm happy. What are you talking about? Challenge me. But I do
like-
think it's, like, you don't want to just be able to, like, live your laziest life and not get better and
Yeah,
like,
you want them to
like
have
there's somebody like you want to strive for.
There's a
Get
fine line.
motivated and-
Everything in
but I think-
moderation.
don't you think there's so many people who are like, all right, like I'm good, like I got like this job or this girl, this boy, like
That
I'm
settle
set, and it's like
fully.
maybe you should be like, when you're single, that's why also I think work, everything's different when you are on your own, living your own life. You're like, it's a time thing because you have more free time, but it's also just like you're hungry and you do it more, and you're like, fuck it, I can go anywhere, do anything, and then for good, bad, or otherwise reasons, you just are like, okay, now I'm dating someone, I'm just gonna stop doing that shit. It's like, oh,
Or
gotta
do it
still
more.
Yeah.
It depends. I think that's situational, because if you got a real ass kicker on one side that's going to pull the other one with them, that's a scenario too.
Well, right. But I guess I'm talking about the people who kind of pull it down, or
Both
feel
of them,
like-
hopefully
yeah.
you meet somewhere in the middle and you're like a normal couple. You're not like a freak type A maniac couple.
no,
and you're,
Challenge
Oh,
each
yeah.
other. Like
Freak type A?
I would like to challenge each other if like she like I don't know, help me do something emotionally, and then
What?
she comes home the next day and I'm just like in a one lit, just like, all right, we fucking let's wrestle today, man.
I did your thing, now you're doing mine. You
That's what we
want to
call a fucking relationship. I did your
compromise?
Yeah.
Now we have to wrestle.
That's
And then we're gonna eat ice cream, and then we're gonna.
I'm like, it's not gonna be hard. It's not gonna be hard. But come on, no, try.
Yeah, see, also
We're doing
that's the
it my
thing too.
way.
Yeah.
Like on a guy's trip, it's like that famous meme of like, I wonder what he's thinking about, and it's always something silly. It's like, you might be worried about like hookers and drugs, and in reality, it's like Feidelberg going best of 7 in a fucking wrestling match with the next idiot in the crew.
And then passing out drunk.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, if you don't trust your man, fucking start dating a drunk. You'll pass out before you can do anything.
He won't have the energy to
He
do
is
it.
too drunk to upset you.
Yeah.
drunk to
He might have
that
kissed
is-
somebody, but don't worry, his dick didn't get hard.
That's like a good, like levels of drunk. and the top being, I am too drunk to disappoint my significant other.
That's
That
actually.
is a level that you want to achieve.
I get a girlfriend and I give her like, you know how they have like the couples dildos and fucking things. Yeah, you got one for Christmas, I bet.
Yeah. I was like, I know. What you're talking about.
like a double-sided?
We talked about no. We talked about it yesterday. We talked about it with Jessica Kirsten.
Oh, yeah.
And,
you did the program shit?
Yeah, and he can
Did
control.
you do it?
Yeah, I tried it.
Did you one time, or have you used it more than once?
I've used it one time because it was fine, but it's not like the best. You don't want to like.
Did you ever do like a programmed saved one?
No.
So like I was explaining to our last guest, like you can, I take my phone, turn it on, link it up, and then like swiping up and down, the vibrator will like, and I can do it like for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, and press like save, and then it's stored in your vibrator, and you can like go on the road and press like the button twice, and that's like Kevin's. I don't know what symphony. See, it's my first
Recipe.
symphony.
Yeah,
That's why I wouldn't.
Recipe. I like that.
That's why I would never want to do that.
Why not?
Why?
Because she'd see like my fucking clit game as a drunk high schooler doing donuts in the parking lot.
I was gonna say
It's
when
like,
you,
I don't know.
bro, if you think it's confusing when you're down there, it's a lot worse when you're trying to translate it on the screen of a phone. I was just like drawing stars and shit, like, circles, drawing
Happy
little
faces.
doodles and shit. Like, did you just do the alphabet on my fucking?
No, it was a pentagram.
Yeah.
You need an exorcist with this bitch. But no, I was,
So I said it's like a cool novelty, but I feel like people do it like once and then that's
Yeah.
I did it once. Yeah, and
I feel like it's overhyped.
the funniest thing about the internet right now is everyone's like, every time Graham travels, he's gone for 8 days right now, and surprisingly, I'm not with him. And I was thinking that would be cool if he could do something like that while he was gone, but I didn't know you could save it.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I also think that
I get my
There's a way
my
to
significant
connect
other
to
a breathalyzer. And it's like
Oh
it's the
my
same
God.
thing where it works on both ends. And like once I hit like 1.15, she's like, all right, I can go to bed.
yeah, no,
He's not doing anything tonight.
You really do have one?
No.
Oh.
No, but you guys have had.
Wow.
In high school, you guys had a breathalyzer that you fucked around with?
Oh, I had a breathalyzer I fucked around with recently. In
Just
college,
for
we
fun,
decided
like,
we had
see
to
what
stop. And then I had one probably like 2 years
Because people
ago.
were like, let me see how I can go.
It was,
One
yeah.
of you guys are going to end up fucking
Dangerous.
dead with like a 0.55 or
Yeah,
something.
it was
blown
like,
into
we get
breathalyzer.
higher tonight. And it's like, guys, we need to fucking knock this
Cool
off.
out.
Kind of freaky.
Yeah, it was. It was higher than like you would think.
Yeah.
It is always higher than you think.
I was like, no way. Like I
That's
feel
what, once I have
fine.
Yeah.
one beer, I'm like, I'm not driving. Because
is worse
it is
than you
apparently way easier than I think.
Yeah, totally.
Although if we get DUI, it's probably just funny at this point.
Content.
Like, yeah, it is. I'm shocked no this
I
company has
am
died or gotten a DUI.
sure there is some
Well, I'm
pools
sure they
out
probably
there.
have had DUIs in this company. We just don't know about it.
Really? Like content people?
Oh.
I'm sure. Oh, the business floor are all a bunch of lushes.
Yeah, I was
But I
gonna
mean
say.
There's a couple murderers up there, I bet.
Yes.
I think if a content person got a DUI, we know about it.
I think so.
Yeah.
I
At
think
least while
depending-
maybe when they were younger, but at least
Oh,
like, while
yeah.
they were working.
Oh,
I think depending on who
definitely,
it
yeah.
is too. Like
Yeah.
if I was single and like no kids and shit, I would probably be like, here's my mugshot. I'd probably slap my mugshot on a t-shirt and all that shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
with kids and
Like,
family, I'm eh,
People have done that
you
at this
know.
company.
No, I don't think you
Yeah,
can do that.
you
with
guys
a-
didn't we talk about it? You guys need mugshot. Did I talk to you about this?
No.
You guys
no.
need mugshot merch for sure. That would crush.
We have to get a mugshot
I know.
first.
Well,
Do we
that's
get
what I'm saying.
Get
we need to get
arrested for
arrested?
real
Go
arrested?
on a guy's
go
trip
to
and like
the
fucking do something
NFL
crazy.
headquarters, just handcuff yourself.
Okay.
That's what he did.
That's yeah, I was
Light
gonna
work.
say. you
One
done
night
that
in the
before?
clink, you're fucking fine.
Yeah, and then you get like a
Will
good
Graham bail us
immortal.
out immediately.
He would yeah.
Don't go.
He would bail, but
Go
Don't go on a
early-
Friday, right?
Go earlier than Friday. Yeah, Friday you're really fucked. But we weren't there on
Because
Friday.
we were stuck there all week.
Like
Go early
go
in the
before-
day.
Get arrested like in the morning.
Right.
Because
'Cause
we
you
got
don't wanna
arrested
spend
at
the
like
night.
3 p.m. Maybe it was like 2, and then by the time we got like fucking through processing, it was like 4, and they were like, "We're not gonna be able to get you out tonight because it was too late."
Right.
So
like a
Judges and
Tuesday
shit
or
are going
something.
home.
Yeah,
Like, or
well,
a
I mean,
It's not
Wednesday.
even
If
about the
it's a Friday,
day.
you have to do the
Friday, you stay
weekend.
through to Monday.
Okay,
So you definitely
yeah.
don't want to do a Friday. But even
But
on a
also,
regular
that's
day,
not totally
stay
true, 'cause
on.
I've been
get-
arrested on Fridays and Saturdays, and I've gotten out before.
on Saturday.
You've been arrested.
I've been arrested 4 times, but like 1 was a joke for work, 3 were underage drinking, like before I was 18.
Oh, okay.
Those are less.
Would we be
real than
okay
the other
though?
ones.
Like, we'd be fine?
Yes.
We could hold our own in there.
Yo, like nothing happens. It's like you're in a holding cell. You're not in like the fucking.
You're not in prison. You're
Yeah.
in jail.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know about prison for you girls.
I would
that's
die.
what I'm
I don't know.
wondering.
I
Horse
would
of a different
die
color, but-
immediately.
I really don't know what happens in lady prison. You guys would probably get beat up a little bit, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want
Maybe we could go to guys' prison.
That was great.
Guys
I
trip.
honestly would walk out of the room if I were you. I'd be like, I'm done. Thank you. Good night.
We're good.
That was great. Imagine some guys in prison. Fuck! They're all on a guy's cell. Like, come on, we're doing push-ups and jerking off and shit. You're ruining the time.
Okay, I misunderstood something with the ads, so I'm gonna do the ad reads today. This show is sponsored by Betterhelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things, but sometimes life gets you bogged down, and you may feel overwhelmed or like you're not showing up the way that you want to. Working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of you. Because when you feel empowered, you're more prepared to take on everything that life throws at you. I legitimately use BetterHelp, and I love BetterHelp. I've been in therapy since 8th grade, and this is by far A, my favorite therapist, and B, my favorite form of therapy. I actually prefer it than being face to face with somebody in a room, because I'm just more comfortable. I can do it online, either in my apartment, or when I had a car, I would do it in my car, which just felt so much better than scarily being face to face with somebody. And my therapist rocks. She's the best. If you're thinking about giving therapy a try, which everybody should at least try therapy, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, flexible, affordable, and entirely online. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. If you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit betterhelp.com/KFC today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/KFC.
The last thing I will say about if you are thinking about crashing any of these trips is it's not about you. I think the answer I had in that clip, if you guys were those girls for real,
We did listen to your clip.
The mere fact of a girl being like, I don't get why this is an issue, is why it's an issue.
That I
you
agree
just
with.
don't get
I
it.
agree.
You're not putting yourself in other people's shoes and shit. Because even if you are cool and you paid for everything and blah, 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 if there's other guys on the trip who are like, I feel weird. And I know you're cool, but I don't want to clown about my wife because you might talk about her or whatever. It's other people are gonna be different
the
and
best
uptight.
stories are the old fucking hookup stories, and you can't tell any of those.
Right.
Or the time where it's dude, remember that time we were in New Orleans and be it the husband or whoever, and you're you fucked off for you disappeared for 12 hours.
Yeah,
Where
no
were
one
you?
knows what happened.
And he's yeah, I
And
was
your
so
wife
drunk, I
goes,
was in a gutter.
Where were you for 12 hours in New Orleans?
Yeah.
And it's
He's oh, I didn't know this story.
The friends deserve a break too from a girl, I guess. I wasn't even thinking about the friends' feelings of the guys.
No,
Gotta think about every
fully.
other
They
trip,
deserve
you know?
a break from the
Right.
girls and the girlfriends.
Because they're probably
It's not even
my
I
girlfriend
feel
can't
a
come.
break.
Yes.
Makes
Yes.
it sound
Maybe
It's almost
not
like if
break,
one
but-
girl comes,
Yeah.
they
I
all
can't
kind
have a
of
woman
come.
around.
They all go, and then
If one's there, you're all there.
yes, and I agree too. Anything that was said on the trip, I got to take with me to the grave.
But you can't.
No, I fully could.
I think maybe I'm not saying you would go run and snitch to girls, but you know these things now, and
Yeah.
it's the next time if something crazy came up, the next time you're fighting with Graham or talking with Graham, it's in there somewhere. You can't Men in
Etched
Black
in there.
yourself, you know. It's almost
Yes.
you don't want to know.
Yeah,
You
it's
do
It's
not
it's
wanna know.
You don't want to. It's
It
plausible
gives us bliss
deniability. You want to know the
sometimes, yeah.
fucking details, you know.
I
Not
would
even
say,
the plausible deniability. It's like the time problem. I don't even want access to this weapon.
Yeah.
Correct.
We should
That's
have
a good
thought about
point.
why.
Fucked
Yeah.
up
That's
stuff.
so true. I didn't even think about that.
and I
Yeah.
sat, and this
Yeah.
wasn't. I don't think this was technically. I didn't go on a guy's trip, right? That's not. Is the birthday trip?
Yeah, you're like I said, you're mostly exonerated. I think, right?
I would say so. I mean, it is.
75%.
If you already had your ticket, if all the girls were I can't go, and you're I'm gonna buy a ticket. If one bailed 24 hours before, that's different.
Yeah.
But if my girlfriend was going on, a
But
trip,
also the fact that she staunchly was I'm
Yeah,
okay.
right,
I'm not
right,
going,
I
and
forgot
he
about
was
that.
stop being ridiculous.
yeah.
But I just hope
You-
that
but
came from a
that's how it
place of
was?
I genuinely mean it, and not I have to say this. You know what I mean?
I don't think he. There's no way.
But you said that he
no
has
way.
the tendency to be shut the fuck up, right?
Fully.
Put you in your place. So then if he's like that, for real, and you were very much no, I'm not going to go, and he insisted, then I think you're in the clear. In that specific instance. I just don't know how often that setup happens in most
you guys don't
relationships.
bullshit with each other. If one of you doesn't want you to go, you'll just say it.
I didn't want to go. I was I don't want to go.
Yeah.
But then he's it's my birthday.
But that, I mean,
the
if
30th.
yeah, I was I
you're-
really don't want to
you're
go.
in love and all that shit, you're married, whatever. You want to
you
spend each other's
are.
birthdays. I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
But
So if we haven't gone on the trip yet and I was sitting in here asking you for advice, would you advise me to go or not go?
I'd advise you to do whatever you think your husband genuinely wants you to do.
But I would
if it
ask you
was-
to say to yourself first, like, what does he genuinely mean? And if it is, like we just said,
well,
What?
yeah.
what?
Just say, listen to your husband.
That
Whatever
would be
he
your
says
advice?
goes.
The no, I
And then
I
you get
would
back
be
in the
like-
basement, chain yourself to the radiator. and,
Yeah, as long as
maybe
you
you'll be
stay in
let
the
out.
kitchen the whole time,
Yeah, right.
it's fine.
Make a sandwich.
If it was, I would advise just do whatever the person whose trip it is, what their wishes are, but like, if it was like reverse, and it was a girl, and she's like, I'm going with the girls, but like all the boys were invited, and I'm like, all right, word, I'm in, and then all the boys bailed, I'd be like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One time I got like kind of duped into
But
a girl's trip.
it's also that's a me thing. That's not.
No, but the
I don't
part-
think it's irrational to go.
I don't know. I'm starting to feel like I shouldn't have gone. And like for real, for
so
the sake
let
of
me
the
ask
other
you
guys.
this too.
Okay.
I saw that text message that you posted.
Oh yeah, what's Q2?
Yes.
I
Oh,
know what Q2 is like in theory, but
he was
do
just.
you guys go by quarterly? Like you have
No.
quarterly meetings?
He no. Well, he
I didn't
is.
see this Q2 part. I must have missed it.
Kidding.
What?
I don't even knew what that meant.
But
Right,
you'll
like,
say like,
the
are we gonna
second
go away in
quarter of the year?
Q2?
Well, 'cause
Like
you
in
guys
your
own
relationship?
Yeah, like
A
he's
company.
talking like
Like YouTube meaning because they own a.
Well, yeah, I know that, but why were you? Oh, you blue?
yeah.
Why would you be in a meeting?
Oh well, sometimes I like will
the
jump on a
wife.
Zoom because if I just to know things.
Well, my mom's on my dad's fucking meetings.
Oh, it's both of us. It would be
You guys
like,
own a company?
Well, it would be like if you had
Is this
both.
private? Are you not supposed to talk about this? Is that why
Are
you're
you
dancing
guys
around?
serious?
I did not know this.
Well,
yeah.
no, this is like. No, not that. This would be like overall
like, you don't-
finances.
You work.
No,
what I mean.
unrelated. It's like
Yeah.
it was like an overarching finance report on an investment we had made. Was what he was referencing, and I
Okay.
knew he had all those.
I thought you were
meetings that
talking
day.
like fucking like your home finances, and you were calling that. Q2.
No,
I was like,
no.
God damn, that's a different tax
I thought it was
bracket.
Thunder's quarterly meeting. And I was like, oh, yeah, why wouldn't you join?
If you're like, we're gonna add a second car payment in Q2, it would be fucking whack.
Do you want to jump on that Zoom or not?
Yeah, no, that would be totally crazy.
I posted that
But-
more so to say he just didn't give a fuck about my guys trip saga on Twitter.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
And I was
does-
trying
that
to talk
does-
That
to
is
him.
so funny when you're talking to a friend or a significant other, whoever, who like doesn't live in our world, and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about.
He's
what do you-
like, huh?
Well,
And
so
it's-
was
it's-
that
it's
what
a
was so this exchange here? And by the way, so he was hopping on a meeting about the Thunder, and you just asked if you wanted to pop in.
No, that was about peanut
that
butter
you-
jelly thing.
Got
yes.
it. Okay, got
You
Literally.
made it more confusing somehow.
I know.
it. Do you guys? Does Graham own peanut butter and jelly? Is that where the real money came from? I invented peanut butter and jelly.
No, that's
and I
not-
bought the
that's
Thunder
peanut
with
butter
it.
and jelly.
I got that
We're
peanut butter and jelly
talking
money.
Q2 for PB&J, sir. Man, I'll tell you what, my PB&J's lately been hitting it.
Yeah. How much
Been
PB
doing
do
that
you
farmhouse
go
bread.
to Jay? That's the one.
Yes, yeah.
Pepperidge Farm Farmhouse,
But
right?
You can't get the
It's
Hawaiian.
like-
The Hawaiian's too soft.
Yeah, I agree with that. But the farmhouse is like thick,
Yeah.
like rubbery. It's weird. I'm like,
good.
it almost feels like this is not natural, but I don't give a fuck. It tastes delicious. How much PB are you going to Jay? Are you doing just like a little smear of Jay, or are you
No.
putting like clumps on?
No, I'm saying it's a lot of both.
Okay.
Are
Are you going 50-50?
175 to 1, 1.75 to 1?
Okay. But what's
there's a
one?
lot of both.
So like, give me fingers. Like, how much peanut butter? And then how much jelly? Like,
Less.
yeah, I'm with you on that.
Less.
That makes I know it's true. That makes sense to me.
Is that 60-40? Is that
Also, by the way, I don't use jelly.
I don't know, it's
Your
great.
boy doesn't use jelly.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just go raw dog
No.
peanut butter.
No,
I'll
no,
tell you
oh,
what.
no, preserves.
correct? Oh yes,
Yeah.
yes, fair.
He's so bougie.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Nah, we do
Apricot preserves
we do
for me.
preserves
Like,
in
give
this
me
house.
Welch's.
Raspberry with a
I want
crunch.
Welch's
You have to season that bitch.
purple goo. I don't even know if it is jelly
No,
or where it came from, but
Bro, if you're having jelly or jam on your PB&J, you're just not doing it right.
No.
And all respect to Miss PB&J.
I'm gonna bring you guys some.
I'm PB&J.
are you what peanut butter are you using? Are you using like organic?
No.
So you're using the fake peanut butter, but the real.
I don't give a
The
shit
real
about
jelly.
the health reasons. It just tastes better.
Well, yeah,
But
what
I'm saying,
peanut butter do you
you're
use, though?
you're using like
Like
the
Jif peanut butter,
Okay,
and
yeah.
then like
choose your mom's choose
like,
Jif,
it's not-
but
it's not
people
Boone
with the brain
Farms.
choose Skippy.
Crunchy or smooth?
Smooth.
But
I don't
both.
dislike
yeah.
crunchy.
Either,
I
yeah.
accidentally
But-
bought crunchy the other day, and I have no problem using
It's
that.
fine,
I
but
would
the
get smooth.
point of it when you have the soft white bread and the smooth to have some crunch in there is like this is not
Wait, so are you
matching. It's
Skippy
like
or
having a
Jiffy?
girl on your guy's trip.
It just doesn't work.
What?
Are you Skippy or Jiffy?
I'm Skippy.
Oh,
I think Jif. Yeah,
Jif.
I'm Jif.
Jif.
No,
Jif.
Full
Skippy
Jif.
to me.
Skippy has no flavor.
That's crazy.
You're crazy.
No.
Skippy.
You're crazy.
No, that's like
Skippy.
you're almost like
No.
you're fighting a battle for like Hunt's ketchup right
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
Like,
What
it's
the- I
been
haven't
No,
settled.
Skippy
you
a
guys are all
while.
just you're just
Same.
puppets who have been brainwashed by the choosy moms choose Jif. Skippy, I actually think Skippy is like too good. Like I think it's
Ew.
like sugar
Oh my
and
God.
shit.
When they went on
I think it's like fake.
recall, I went to Peter Pan peanut butter because I hate Skippy that
Peter
much.
Pan's way better
Peter
than
Pan's
Skippy.
good.
If we blindfolded you and
Pan.
hooked you up to a lie detector, you don't actually like Skippy.
You don't even know the difference.
I actually probably don't know the difference, to be honest. Do you guys really think you taste that big of a difference?
Yes,
100%.
Skippy has
I
no
don't think I would.
flavor.
think so.
Skippy has no flavor.
You have no flavor.
You have no flavor.
I would probably imagine they both taste the same to me.
I don't wanna do it.
But
Absolutely
like,
not.
if I've had both, but I'm grabbing Skippy like every time.
Jiffy.
The best, it's Jif. It's not even Jiffy. You don't even know the name of your peanut butter.
I think
call
it's
it-
Jiffy.
I call it
No,
No,
it's
it's for
just
sure.
JIF.
It's for sure Jif.
It's
It's
choosy
Jiffy.
moms choose Jif. Jiffy, you're thinking of like Jiffy Lube.
yeah.
I think so.
But when you get no matter what brand you have, when you have a fresh, the first scoop.
Oh, that's the best thing in the world.
Oh my God! I want to put my dick in it afterwards. It's so perfect.
Okay, it is Jeff.
It's a whole that was like you didn't have to look that up. I could have done.
I could have
You
bet
could
my-
have said you
my
should have said like
life
there's a
saving.
gun to your head. Your life is on the line.
I-
Jiffy or Jif. I'll
No
take-
hesitation.
I'll take this bet.
I was
No
getting
hesitation.
confused with the Skippy.
Skippy, yeah. You
I
think
also
Skippy
saw a
and
Y
Jif-
at the end of it. Jiffy
Imagine if it
Lube
was
the
Skip.
cars.
Yeah, you think it was Skip?
Yeah,
Jiffy
or
Lube.
Jiffy Lube.
If
yeah.
imagine if it was Skip and Jiffy. No, it's Skippy and Jif.
That is the
I think
best,
you need
though.
a good amount of. If you do jelly, because sometimes you just raw dog the peanut butter. I like that. I think if you do jelly, I like a little bit of jelly. Like some
a
people
little
put
bit.
like just where it's almost like your bread just turns purple instead of like
Ooh,
having some
no.
jelly on there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you gotta do it
gotta
the
have
Belichick
it.
way.
What does that mean?
What's
The
that?
BB, PB, and J is he does peanut butter both sides. That way the jelly doesn't
Oh.
seep through.
Genius.
seen the
Both
video of
sides
him-
of the bread.
Both breads
On
get
the
peanut
inside,
butter.
though. Yeah.
Graham does
And
that.
the
It almost
He's a
seals
double.
around it.
Smart guy.
I will go triple decker and throw a third slice of bread in there.
Oh.
Really?
Carb it up.
I've done that before, but only when
It's
I'm
like a club sandwich, but
So
with
do you
peanut
do
butter.
PB and J bread, PB and J, or PB bread
I will
J?
do
like
like
fluffing under on top.
You
Oh.
with the jelly,
That would be
preserves.
good.
Yeah.
I tried fluffernutter for the first time about a week ago, and I'm not a fan. Yeah, I never
think I've
had
ever
it.
tried
I can
that.
see
Me either.
that how like I mean
It's not.
I can
at
imagine
this stage if you're not. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
old dog new
it's-
tricks. I
I'm
can't
probably
do it.
once every 5 years I have fluff now because it is. Fluff
It's
used to
like
be-
melted marshmallow,
Yeah,
right?
it's 1,000 grams of sugar.
Right.
It hurts your
right.
head.
Yeah.
Wait, remember the peanut butter and jelly that was in the same tube or the same?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's
never
still out there.
Smuckers.
That's
Is that
still out there.
Smuckers. That's still
Isn't
out.
it
It's
called
not
like
good.
goober or something
I've
like that?
never tried
Yes.
that.
G, yeah.
It's not
It's not
good.
the
It's not
same.
good, but it's also.
That's what.
convenient.
Why did that?
I bet
was
you
that
there's a lot of
dream?
people out there who buy that. Just fucking scoop
Oh,
it
it's
all in.
convenient. But
How
I
about
like
this for a stupid thing?
Okay.
I want your opinion on this. When I think of peanut butter, I don't think of it as like butter that is peanut flavored. I think of it as its own thing.
that. Same.
It's not
Okay.
butter.
Everybody, okay.
It's- I don't
but
think
it
it
kind.
is.
I mean, it's
No.
peanut butter. You know what I mean? Like
I guess it's peanuts and
It's
butter
like it's like
form.
we used to have this butter, and now we're making it a peanut version of it.
Did you know where? Do you know where
thought like
mustard
that.
comes from?
I've never
Mustard
thought like
seeds,
that
yeah.
Okay.
I never knew that either.
You knew
That's
that?
all. That's what. Well, I mean, they're called mustard seeds, so I figured that's what made mustard. You know.
What about mustard
Interesting.
gas then?
Yeah.
I actually, I'll be honest. The only reason I knew that is because I used to have a gym teacher who used to yell at us and say that we have balls the size of mustard seeds.
Are they big? Are they seeds big or small?
no,
Oh,
they are
minute.
about this big. Yeah.
You can't.
I
see
think
them?
when you almost see, like, if you have
Imagine
brown
a
brown mustard,
seed was just the size of a clementine. Like,
you
what?
just smash it up and you get tons and tons of mustard.
Are they humongous seeds? Yeah.
They're big
They're
seeds.
how Jack and the Beanstalk.
Are you yellow or brown mustard?
Yellow.
yellow.
brown?
Down for either.
Dijon's good though. Or honey mustard. I'm a honey.
Oh,
girl.
honey
honey mustard.
But see, okay, that's a good example.
No, honey
That's
butter.
another thing.
Oh,
Honey butter.
Honey butter. All
So,
day.
all right. So I think of honey butter. I've never heard of honey
Cinnamon
butter.
honey
But
butter.
if I were to have it, I would think that someone took like a stick of butter and then put honey into it.
That's what
but
it
I
is.
think of peanut butter as its own creation.
I agree
But
with that.
shouldn't
yeah.
shouldn't those kind of be the same? Like we took butter and made it peanuts,
No, I think you might be right. No, you're. That's interesting.
I
right?
never thought of it.
It's
I think of it as its own
unsolved.
separate thing. Like if it was just called like peanut spread or something, that's what I think of it as. I don't think of it as butter, peanut flavored butter.
That's
The butter's
True,
the
that's
butter
throwing
part's
me off.
weird.
Yeah.
Is it the consistency? I
Because I
wonder?
think there's other butters out there, right? There's
nut
like,
butter,
almond butter.
Yeah, like those are
Cashew
like
butter.
right. Those are made
are
just
just
from those things.
pureed
So it's
other
like-
Oh
butters.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
and then-
oil.
I guess
in
it's like,
peanut butter.
Honey.
does butter just mean something creamy that you spread, or does butter mean it's butter?
Wait, can you put? Is there
Oh
butter
my
in
God.
Peanut butter?
What?
Is there butter in peanut butter?
No, there's no
That's what
butter
I'm
in
saying.
peanut butter. That's just pureed peanuts, literally in its pure form. Like same with almond and cashew.
You just whip it till it becomes soft, like
Oh,
creamy.
So it's not butter.
is
then.
butter a saying for? Is butter something else besides butter?
That's
Oh,
what I
like
mean.
Kleenex or chapstick.
Yes,
Right.
like we're using them as a verb, a
Right.
noun.
Because there's
a noun,
brands.
verb,
A
pronoun.
common noun and a proper noun.
Yes.
I'm doing that literally with
What
my
does it
daughter
mean,
right now. I'm
butter
like, I
brands?
don't.
The Amish churned butter. Like
Right.
that butter's not
They
something
just-
Right,
that-
butter
that was
is
just
just
milk
like
and
butter.
shit.
It's,
They weren't
it's why
branding
we're using
that.
butter
Butter's-
as.
But
Butter.
so here's
What-
my
what is
question:
butter?
Ketchup.
Yes.
if I took, we're Amish and we're like
interesting.
churning the big bucket,
Yes.
the big barrel, and then we put peanuts in. Does that create peanut butter?
No.
As we
No.
know it.
That would be like.
That's just peanut flavored butter.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's different from peanut butter. See, that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I.
yeah.
I think the question
Peanut
is,
flavored butter is different than peanut butter.
what's the
Fully.
starter for butter? That's the question. What is that? What's butter?
That's
butter?
like milk,
Milk?
and you whip up
In
until
oil?
it becomes.
And salt.
So it's technically
Yeah.
milk
Well, I guess
butter.
if it's salt, it would be salty.
It's technically milk like cream is butter. Milk
Yeah.
spread is butter.
We're using butter wrong.
Yeah,
We're using butter too
Broadly.
broadly.
Yeah. Wow.
If you're ready to build the next step in your life, whether it's buying a new car, moving into a different apartment, or buying a house, the first step is to have a healthy credit score. Kikoff can help you take control of your credit so your score doesn't get in the way of your goals. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. Kikoff is the easiest way to build credit fast. Whether you have no credit or want to boost your score, Kikoff is the #1 credit building app that has helped over 1 million people take control of their credit. You can apply in minutes with no credit check, no hidden fees, and no interest. Plans start at just $5 a month, and every on-time payment you make with Kikoff is reported to the major credit bureaus. When they see healthy habits, you see a happier credit score. I like that. You can even set it to autopay so you can build credit without even thinking about it. It's time to take control of your credit so it can't control you. So what are you waiting for? Apply right now in minutes at kikoff.com to start building credit. That's Kikoff, KIKOFF.com to build your credit score without the lift. Start today at kikoff.com. That's huge. I just have to start worrying about my credit score, and this makes it seem so not scary. I like this. Maybe I'll use this.
Speaking of broadly, you broads are just fucking still just out here lighting the internet on fire, huh?
Our 1 year is Monday.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow was the anniversary of the
Congratulations on being dumb on the internet for a
what?
year.
Thank
wrath.
you.
Welcome to
Of Photoshop Wrath of last year.
Oh yes, I forgot.
That's-
God,
that's
you guys are
tomorrow.
so lucky
Why?
that happened.
Oh,
Oh,
we
yeah.
are. We are. We
It's
are.
so
Year
funny
ago
what it
tomorrow.
takes. Like that's why sometimes when people are like, how do I do this? I'm like, I don't know, man.
There's-
Like, have a blog or a video series or an account, and then get lucky.
I had someone ask me that once, like recently, like it was over Christmas at like a cocktail party, and they were like, "Oh, our son wants to like get into that industry." He
can't. He
How?
won't.
Oh,
Oh,
And I'm like,
Don't do it.
I was like it's just so like the most bullshit. It's like always have a notebook, and like just like write every day, and like I was like, this is like.
I think
like,
the one thing you can say is have something that is like prepared and ready for when you get lucky. Like if all that happened and you guys like
We didn't
hadn't
prepare for
had
this, though.
No,
But we
no,
were ready to
but
take
you were,
it.
Oh, yeah.
you were doing videos, you were growing your accounts, you whatever, you were trying to start other shows, and then you were like, let's do it. If you guys were just like sitting on your ass, you'd be like, well, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Also,
I don't
need
know.
to try a ton of different things to
Yeah.
see like what sticks.
Totally.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Even once we started.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing you can control is like that. Once we do get our break, we know how to podcast or we know how to cover it or whatever, you know. But yeah, like how lucky that you guys that girl sucks and everyone was on your side and Dave was stupid on her side, so you guys were able to like go to war with Dave but be right. That's very rare. Usually Dave does not go all in unless he knows the facts and he's right. That's why it's like unbeatable, because he's like, if he's not right, he doesn't fight. And when he does fight, he wins. But I think he just did not know. Like, everybody was like, nah, that girl sucks, dude. It's also very funny in hindsight, some of the things that have transpired and are allowed here. But this got labeled as mean. You know?
Mean Girls.
We're nice.
Yeah, like company emails being like, we don't like this sort of behavior. But all this other shit that went on, that's fine. But the best thing that ever happened.
I know.
Right?
We're very
Literally.
thankful.
Yeah.
I can't believe tomorrow was the day though. That's crazy.
That is... 1 year flies.
Oh, that's today now because this podcast comes out.
Yeah, this will be
tomorrow.
out.
Oh,
This will
yeah.
be out on
Today.
Thursday. No, wait, it's Monday. You said so. This comes out on Thursday.
No, but the Wrath was
Oh,
the
so it led
25th.
up
So
to-
technically tomorrow.
Wait,
yesterday.
was it?
I
Why
call
you
it the
the
Wrath.
Wrath? You call it
Yeah,
that? No,
I
I
call
didn't know
it
if
the
it was like the.
No, it was the Wrath.
The I like that.
So yeah, yesterday
That is some
was the
dramatic ass shit. The rat.
Yeah,
It was a dramatic day.
I bet.
that day wasn't that dramatic. It was like something that happened. I don't even remember. I think I blocked it out. Monday though is the 1 year of the podcast starting.
Got
Very
it.
nice. Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
And so next guy trip, what are you gonna do?
Vegas.
No, we're going to Miami.
No, you're supposed to say I'm not gonna go.
Oh,
You dumb bitches.
Stay at home.
She said Miami. She said Vegas. The answer was no.
I mean, there will never be on a guy's trip.
We don't know. We'll
We
be
will
at home.
support them. We'll be high-fiving them from the door.
You know what it should happen is, like, much like Bachelor and Bachelorettes, there should always be planned and offsetting guy and girl trips.
There are, and I don't go on them.
What, you mean in relationships?
Yes. Like if we're gonna have a guy trip, let's fucking have the girls plan one at the same time so that they're occupied and they're doing weird shit too, and nobody's sitting around thinking what the other person's doing the whole time, and then we get it out of our system and then we come back.
You. But like, are you even always friends with your significant other's wives or girlfriends?
Could be separate though, separate
Yeah.
groups. Like,
Oh, I
like
see.
I guess the Bachelor, Bachelorette's
Ideally,
good
it would be like
example.
everybody, yeah, all the couples like line up or whatever. But
Only
it's like
people with
if
non-jobs
you,
can do that though.
yeah.
We go on girls trips all the time.
Yeah, we're going to Miami.
I
too.
think that you should make trying to do those trips a priority in your life if you're.
Oh,
if you're
fully.
like-
Yeah.
I mean,
It's hard
my
with
favorite
schedules.
thing in life was getting beach houses and then a MLK house like every year.
Oh,
and that
Jersey Shore
just
trash house.
fades
So
off.
fun.
And it's like, fuck, I wish we kept on doing that forever and ever and ever.
You and the boys.
Actually, we used to do like everybody, so I'm cool with that. I'm cool with either like all the couples go,
Yeah.
or like if it's a bachelor party, like it's just
My
guys,
dream is
you
a
know?
full-blown
Guys.
couples trip where everyone's friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to do that so often. I wish, like, we would get a share house down at the beach and we would all be there and it would be very fun. Really fun. My favorite memories. But then there would be, like, the meathead house where it was just, like, a fucking sex dungeon and a raging party for the summer. And we were always like, we're going to go back home and, like, barbecue with the girls. And it was, like, you know, I actually really enjoyed it and I'm more that person. But I wish, like, one summer we were just, like, no girls allowed. You know, password to get in, and we would just like lift weights and fucking eat peanut butter and fuck chicks all summer.
Yeah.
I think you should do it all. Do it all.
Girls trips are
Do it all.
the best. But
I
also
feel like
do
girls
love-
trips low key get more like crazy than the guy trips.
We don't know. I've never been on a guy's trip.
Oh, good answer.
I also feel like girls will be more quick if a guy comes on a girls trip, like to his face. I think they'll be like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Yes.
Whereas a guy will be like, the guys will be like, "Oh, we're so great to see you, Alex."
But I think
Like,
it's easier to transform
amazing.
a guy into a girl for a girls trip than the girl to transform into a guy sometimes. Like I feel like it's easy to make, like we can make you turn into one of the girls.
Right.
Well, so
easily.
I went one time.
Yeah.
I went one time to Boston where it was not a girls' trip, but it was like I'm going to Boston to see my friends. Do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, cool. And I just totally assumed there was boyfriends and a mixed company, and it was just like 5 girls.
And you.
And I was
Did
like,
you enjoy
well,
it?
what the fuck? And then so that's the other thing.
Yeah,
Once
you
you're there,
enjoyed
you're just
it.
like, well, we can all like be adults about this and don't have to be like
But did you like
go
it?
home. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, see, it's fun.
It
It's
was
fun hanging
fun.
out with the girls. We're a good time.
Girls are, both,
No,
you know.
no.
Yeah, you like
You guys are like,
You liked it.
guys are like-
Shut up. You liked it.
it's fun.
you guys are, you know, like you're kind of funny.
It depends. Honestly,
Guys
depends
are.
on.
I mean, we all know like a crew of guys are like the funniest thing in the world. You know.
I was
Or
gonna
crew
no.
your
I was gonna say, objectively speaking, guys are
Funny.
They're fun.
maybe more fun.
Fully hanging out with all guys is
come
a
on.
blast.
Yeah.
But I will say, like,
Because
I have a
it's
blast
because
with my
we're stupid.
girlfriends.
Yeah, we're like
It's
big
like
dummies.
It's,
who are
it's,
just-
it's,
yes.
it's not fucking comedic art that's taking place.
No.
No,
it's,
like,
it's
it's gonna be
stupidity.
funny. Last time we were
Yes.
all hanging out, there was a couple girls here for this, but last time we were all hanging out, his brother grabbed a fucking huge cicada and ate it.
No, that's not happening on a
And
girls'
I was
trip.
like,
do
yeah! I was like, that is amazing. Could you imagine if we were sitting around and Jordan just started eating bugs? Never. If there was a
No.
cockroach and Jordan was you know, that shit.
What were you saying?
I will never forget it. It was thick
That's
and it was
disgusting.
juicy, and he went because you guys have this light, and then they all like go to this light. So he grabbed it off it, and he went like that, and I thought it was like a magic trick, like sleight of hand. And then it was
Why?
not in his mouth.
was-
Because we all went, oh shit, Benny ate a bug. Benny ate a bug. That's why.
Bad.
It was our punishment in beer pong when we were younger. Where like,
Right.
if your team lost, you had to suck a moth. So we call it sucking moths.
Yeah.
And Benny
Gotta
thought
go
he,
sucking some moths.
Benny thought he sucked a moth. And Benny caught a big bird.
It was all.
Benny sucked a bird.
He kept it cool. he did. He was like kind of like. And I was like, "How was that?" He was like, "It was bigger than I thought." Now, as I say this though, I think like there was wives and girlfriends around. He just eats moths no matter what.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of shit we're looking for.
No, guys are fun. The guys are a blast.
You get to turn your brain off when you're with a group of guys. You're not. You're just like.
That's both the
And-
meanest and nicest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, 100%.
And meanwhile, I think I gotta like ratchet my brain up if I'm around the girls.
Yeah,
I'm like,
keep
wait, so who's dating what? And okay, they work there. No, I can't keep up with all the fucking cast of characters.
But I will
I
say-
actually do, and I actually have my and this is a me problem because like I have my boys do it now too, where like I'll get a text before I get to a bar or dinner party or whatever. It's like, here's the people you've met.
Yeah, smart.
And, which is like the most.
Do not
gangster.
introduce yourself to the girl with the brown hair.
Right.
Do not say. Yeah,
Yeah, it's dope.
I love
very
that.
smart.
That's
You
a
need
good
cheat
friend.
Good idea.
That, you know what? That's the kind of shit that I think I'll make an honest man out of you. Is like I'll make sure that you RSVP to weddings. We'll bring sunblock to the beach. I'll tell you whose everybody's
like
name
that.
is before we meet somebody.
Give you
just
some,
so you're
like,
not like a
motivation.
savage. You
Yeah,
know,
not like you need to call me and not
no,
that.
not that
just
shit.
like
It's just like so you don't embarrass yourself when you like
Yeah.
introduce yourself
Just
to
because
someone for the fifth
you
If you
turn
time.
your
don't
brain off
sleep
every time you
till
walk in.
Every
You
time.
don't ring anyone the fuck.
That's what it is. Like girls will be like, turn your brain on.
here's
That's
a
what
couple
honest man
things,
needs.
or you could talk to I'll do this. I'll be like, you could talk to so and so's husband about X, Y, Z because you have this in common. You're welcome. Go talk.
Great.
There you go.
Yeah.
Little cliff notes for life.
See,
is what it
dude,
is.
see, that's gonna be
yeah.
like, well, can you introduce us?
Met 12
Like,
times.
wait, you want me to go fucking up to him?
I'm nervous.
I don't want to.
Yeah, but that's also because we're chicks, Yeah. So maybe we shouldn't be talking about this. All right, let's go get some mimosas, girls. Girls trip. All right, everybody, go watch Mean Girls Pod and follow It's Mean Girl Pod on
Everything.
social. Mean
Yeah,
Girl
just Mean
Pod,
Girl
right?
Pod.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the one.
And Jordan with a Y, Alex with
An A.
an A and an X.
Alex is a just.
yeah, Alex
Yeah.
with a just. All right, girls, thank you.
Thank you guys.
you.
Subscribe to KFC Radio on YouTube to get all the video content. Subscribe, comment, like, and make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you know whenever new video content drops.
I want to say something, but the video has to be fast, so that's it.